Hello, this is my name Gage Layton, and I got into a car accident, and I got a TBI, and I want to know how many people care, only because I got a story to tell, and this will be my first video ever. I bit down on my tongue, then I guess I got my teeth removed. And I'm really sorry for the family that suffered. And this is the way I get around to telling them I'm sorry. If I become famous on Facebook or YouTube, I'll go and tell everybody I did. And I begin my story with how sorry I am for the family that I killed two of her parents. It could have been a her, but it could have been a guy also. I'm really sorry, I don't know. Again, it has to do with my TBI, traumatic brain injury. The only thing I remember is seeing the car and saying, oh shit. And the next thing I know, I hit the car. I grabbed onto my wife's shoulder for dear life. And when I did, I stopped her from flying out the windshield. I'm not making this video up for pity or anything like that. I'm just making it just to make it more or less to tell my story. And to tell them my story. I'm really sorry about the whole thing. I really am. Oh, to start off my story, I guess I'm gonna tell you guys about what I did after the fact, like in my coma. I bit down my tongue, like I said, and I ripped out my trach tube. Then I also ripped out my catheter. Then I guess I woke up after the fact and went to the rehab center, which is prison, and a guy tried to rape me, and I gave him all I had. That's a hard topic to get on, but it's true. I figured I'd tell you guys the truth about the whole webbing thing, only because I remember it slightly because of my TBI, and I figured I'd go out of my way to show you and tell you guys my story because I feel bad for the people that it hurt. It's also like when you go hunting and everything else, it's a completely different thing when you kill somebody, two people. It's easy to go hunting, but it's harder to deal with the fact that you've done something. And the only way I can express how I feel is by recording it and writing a book. I am deeply sorry to them. It is unreal how sorry I am. But you can skin a deer any day of the week, but it's harder to deal with people that you've never met before and dealt with before. It's harder to say how sorry I am to the family, so I'm making a recording of what I have to say to them, just to say that I'm sorry, but I also don't have any free movement out of my left arm, and I'm stuck inside of a wheelchair for now. I can't wait until I get out of that effing thing. This is the only way I can say I'm sorry to the family. Only because I don't have any contact to them at all. Nor do I want any contact, because I'd feel even worse than I do. I got a little girl that's 6 years old, and I woke up inside of a rehab. Like, where did my daughter go? And I guess she wasn't inside the vehicle with me, but my wife was. And I guess I bashed my head into the windshield, going 72 miles an hour. I guess I T-boned their car, not the other way around to where I thought they T-boned me. But really, I T-boned them. I'm sorry for repeating myself, only because I don't know. I got a TBI, like I said, a traumatic brain injury, and there's no other way of saying I'm sorry other than telling my story. I remember a guy tried to rape me inside a rehab, and I literally kicked his ass the best I could. And I didn't really come self-aware until a month after I went to rehab. 2 months after I went to rehab, and they started giving me drugs that made me hallucinate to where I thought I was in Illinois, where I grew up at, and I really wasn't. My recommendation for anybody that has a traumatic brain injury is to get off their drugs or smoke marijuana. But that's only a downfall to the whole traumatic brain injury thing. It's a lot better than having a traumatic brain injury and dealing with the drugs that they give you. Because I tell you what, the withdrawals from the drugs are unreal, and the side effects of the drugs is unreal. Then you guess that you be like me. But there's no other worse thing than waking up in the morning and not knowing where you're at, and feeling for my wife, which I can't find at all, because she's not downstairs with me inside of my hospital bed. So I don't know where I'm at, realistically speaking. But I try to understand where I'm at. I try every morning to remember, but I forget.